Hello. So if you're watching this video, it means you're at the breathing maze section of the workbook. That means you're chapter 7. That means you're past the halfway point. You're on the over the hump, the downhill slope. It's the end of the day for me, and I'm tired. I can't think of the words. But point being is that you're on 7 out of 10 chapters. You're in the home front. That's what I was thinking of. And you're going to have a young, happy Hobble walking around before you know it. I'm so excited for you to get there. This is the breathing maze. We're going to briefly go over this. And then the whole core of this video is really, I wanted to do the Stroop effect for you. I wanted you to experience the Stroop effect, because once you experience it, then we're more likely to remember it, and hopefully you'll be more likely to remember to prompt and redirect and remind your young person to use their breathing maze coping skill. So yeah, the breathing aspect of it, of course, it helps us switch from our fight or flight freeze response over to the relaxation response. That's on the inside. But even then, when we do that, sometimes we're still mentally fixated on what made us angry in the first place, and we need to remove those mad blinders and open up our cognitions a little bit, our thought process. And that's what the Stroop effect will hopefully do. That's what I've found, and that my clients that have used it, that's what we found working on it together. So to go over this really quickly, all right, so we start in the center. I'm using my screen finder, sorry. We start in the center, and then we follow the arrows, and then we go to the closest arrow. If we're on the blue side, we breathe in. If we're on the white side, we breathe out. There's icons to remind you or prompt you. So I'm breathing in. I follow the closest arrow. I want to go up and over. So in, out, 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 out. And then there's an opening with a drop-down arrow going over. So I'm in, drop, over. In, out, 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 out. And then I get to my first word. And it says red, but I don't say red. I say the color of the font. And so I want to get here and I say blue. And then it's in, and then another arrow down and over. In, out, 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 out. And then the next word is in green font. So I say green. Drop down and over. In, out, 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 out. Purple. And then keep drawing out. Of course, the squares get bigger, so I'm taking in bigger breaths, and I'm breathing out longer, taking slower breaths. And then the Stroop effect helps with the mental cognition aspect of things. So you want to do it. You want to do the Stroop effect. Find some stopwatch, a timer, some kind of timing device that can get down to the seconds. We don't need a minute timing device, because this is only going to take you a couple seconds. So get your timing device, pause the video, go find it, and get ready. So I'm going to hold up a piece of paper, and I'm going to count to 3, and when I flip it over, I want you to hit start on your timing device, and I want you to read from top to bottom. There's 5 words. I want you to read from top to bottom the words, read as fast as you can, and then when you're done, hit stop, and that's all you got to do. Okay? It's really easy. All right, so I'm going to flip this over in 1, 2, 3. So yeah, my bad on that. I got disoriented in my screen finder there. So black, red, blue, green, yellow. So maybe a second and a half, because I was moving the page all around. Sorry about that. All right, so the next one we want to do the same thing. So make note of your time, reset your stopwatch or whatever, and we're going to do this again. Top to bottom, fast as you can. Ready? Just read it. 1, 2, 3. Red, black, blue, yellow, green. Second, something like that maybe. Okay, this time, same thing. Reset it. Make note of your time. Count to 3. I'm gonna flip it up. I'm sorry. Stroop effect, Dustin. All right. Say the color of the font. Do not read it. Say the color of the font as fast as you can down. If you mess up, you have to go back and start over. Okay? And then once you're done, get all the way through and correct. Hit the stop button. I'm shaking the camera. And we'll look at your time. All right. Ready? 1, 2, 3. Okay. So we got red, green, blue, yellow, purple. These two, depending on your color ratio of your screen that you're watching on, If you said red or purple, whatever, just count it and keep going. But did you feel the struggle in your brain? Did you feel the urge to want to read it? Did you feel yourself tripping up at all? That's the Stroop effect. That's the sensation and perception effect that we're going after, that we want to force somebody to really concentrate. So you got the breathing aspect for the body, and you got the Stroop effect for the mind combined. Now, when it says in the book to start over, I've had parents in the past, my clients' parents, come back in the past and they say, well, Johnny's coming to you because he's having struggle with anger and he gets frustrated easily, and he's going to get frustrated at this because he's going to mess up, and that's going to make him even more mad. Well, obviously we don't want to push frustration or create new triggers, right? So at the beginning, if he struggles, just let him keep going, or her, or they, or whoever. Like, just let the person keep going, just as long as they get through the maze and they're able to de-escalate, and we can use other forms like using our words or something else. But then after they get used to it, I would hold the young person accountable, because if they do get frustrated, I'd be like, okay, you're frustrated. Like, let's work through this. Not a big deal. Let's just work through this. Let's just keep breathing. Let's just stay focused, because that's another learning opportunity. Okay, so if your young person's anything like my young person, they're going to memorize the colors. I don't know if you've thought about that, but I have. So they're going to memorize the colors after, I don't know, X amount of uses. So since this can't change, if you scan the bottom QR code, that'll take you to happyhobblebooks.com, and it's going to be a secret page that nobody has access to except for you and the million other people that bought the book. Fingers crossed. So, P.S. portion of proceeds go to support Mental Health America. It'll take you to this PDF. Download it, print it out, obviously in color. So you're going to see lines there, and it's just multiple Stroop effects, right? So I'm going through the breathing maze. If I'm used to this sequence, I'm going through the breathing maze, I get to my first word, and then I go to this top line, and I'm blue, and then I do the breathing maze, get to the next one, that's yellow, breathing maze, black. I gotta stop and really go through the breathing maze again. It says black, but it's actually red, and so that'll switch it up, and that way they won't be able to get used to it. I know it's cumbersome using 2 pages. I have eventual plans of doing Herbert the Happy Hobble and the MAD app. That sounds cool, MAD app, and where it'll have the breathing maze, and every time you reload it, it'll have a new Stroop sequence. Unfortunately, when you're an independent publisher, you do all the work yourself, so I haven't gotten there yet. So my apologies, but that should work for now. Keep an eye out on the MAD app. Follow me on Facebook. I'll be announcing like crazy when I open that thing up. And yeah, keep happy hobbling. You are almost there. Keep happy hobbling, and I will see you at the next video.